the warning this morning for people to be careful about what you search or type into ChatGPT. Because it responds in such a human-like way, it encourages a false sense of safety in a culture of oversharing. This was OpenAI's Sam Altman talking to Theo Von over the weekend, cautioning against using ChatGPT for therapy or emotional support.
People talk about the most personal in their lives to ChatGPT. It's, people use it, young people especially, use it as a therapist, a life coach, having these relationship problems, what should I do? And right now, if you talk to a therapist or a lawyer or a doctor about those problems, there's legal privilege for it. There's doctor-patient confidentiality, there's legal confidentiality, whatever. And we haven't figured that out yet for when you talk to ChatGPT.
Computers don't do privacy. Joining us live is tech expert and editor at EFTM.com, Trevor Locke. Good to see you this morning, Trevor. So can you just elaborate on that point? What's the danger for folks?
I think, Pete, good morning. I think one of the things we think about here is what you Google, what you search for on the internet, is stuff that the police can dig up if they want to. We've seen that plenty of times with police getting into people's records and finding out that actually they were researching this thing and that might be used against them in court. Well, we need to think of ChatGPT and Gemini and all these artificial intelligence services as just another part of the internet that is open and monitored and logged. Every request you make sits in a computer somewhere. And it doesn't matter whether you're logged in or not. If the police are investigating you for a crime, they can ask for those records to be obtained and viewed. So it doesn't matter whether you think you are in this one-on-one conversation. And that's what Sam, and that's a very refreshing approach from the boss of the biggest AI company. It doesn't matter whether you think you're in this one-on-one conversation. You're actually talking to a computer that is not covered by any privacy laws.
Yeah, look, I'm always asking questions in the ChatGPT. I mean, I found it very useful, but I hadn't thought of it this way too before. So Trevor, anything you type in, whether medical diagnoses, test results, work stuff, relationship advice, that could all be shared more widely because, as I mentioned, computers don't do privacy.
That's right. And one of the things that you could think about here is some law enforcement agencies wouldn't even need to make requests to OpenAI to get access to that because, Pete, especially if you're in a logged in state, so you're using ChatGPT regularly, you can actually ask ChatGPT about things you've asked it before. So you can actually quickly query whether someone on their own computer has asked about their mental health or their relationship or a crime of some sort. So it's a very worrying thing that people have this familiarity with a computer system in such a way that they haven't even thought about the fact that they are absolutely not in any privileged situation when it comes to what they say and the responses that you get. And most importantly, Pete, he also, and again, quite refreshingly, Sam Altman, the boss, warned that ChatGPT and these agents aren't always correct. And that's one warning from a lot of mental health and just general health advocates. You get advice. You don't know if it's real or not because AI hallucinates. It needs to give you an answer. It wants to give you an answer. It may make it up.
Yeah. And I know there's options to clear history, but does it actually clear history?
No, not at all. Exactly the same as people think that you go into an incognito browser. All that does is it doesn't save information on your computer. Your history might be clear, so it's not on your computer, but it's still on the internet somewhere. So it's either in Google servers or OpenAI servers or on the internet provider that you use. There's servers all the way through the internet that are logging what you do, and law enforcement is smart. They have access to those things now. So nothing you say, unless it's encrypted or covered by some confidentiality, is covered.
And we're singling out ChatGPT here, but does it also apply to all of them? Whatever you type in Google, Grok, whatever, all of these, AI servers?
Absolutely. Gemini and Microsoft's Copilot, a lot of people might have either Gemini or Copilot in their workplace and they might be using it there. I mean, I'm not suggesting that it's absolutely happening, but don't rule out your employer having some access to the kind of things that are asked as well. So you've really got to think that what you're asking is open to anyone involved in the system, whether it's the operator or the person that pays for it, which might be your employer.
So your employer would be able to say, how do I get a pay rise?
They'll use the negotiating tactics that AI gave you against you.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Hey, good to see you. Well explained. Thank you, Trevor. Talk to you soon.